Bethlau. Bethlau. We are live. Hello. Welcome, everybody, to the show. We could talk about absolutely nothing as far as I'm concerned right now. There's so much we could be going over. I want to just say one thing that I just noticed on TV. It was just a silly little Nikki Fried advertisement for her candidacy to run for the Democratic governorship against Charlie Crist in the primary.
Hippie chic.
Hey, hippie chick.
Morning ne.
Good morning.
Brop all day.
Brup all day.
Good morning.
Good morning. Brup all day. Hello. I like that little accent, huh? It's kind of cool. So she ran this advertisement for it. It was a campaign ad. And in the campaign ad, she's talking about how important, abortion rights are and that she's going to help win back abortion rights in Florida, blah, blah, blah. And then as examples of women of leadership, she puts up Nancy Pelosi, Hillary Clinton, Kamala Harris. And I'm like, these are all three women that have been in power that have done absolutely nothing to codify Roe v. Wade. In fact, Hillary Clinton said marriage should be between a man and a woman.
Lisa
And you're using them as examples of great
Dave.
women's of leadership,
Phil.
and that you're going to follow in their
Hey,
footsteps. Hey, Nikki Fried, no thank you. Yeah, I know you're pro-cannabis, but you know what? Now that I know who you're about, no thank you, because they all promised cannabis too, and they've done nothing for it. So no thank you. You're just a liar like every other fucking candidate out there. Thanks for making that obviously perfectly clear for everyone. So that was just one little thing I just noticed right before we started the show. I was come in here and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this advertisement. It's so obnoxious. It's like Nikki Fried is like, people aren't going to associate Hillary Clinton, Kamala Harris, and Nancy Pelosi with not doing anything for their rights. Yeah, they are. They're totally going to get that because these are women that have been in power. They've got nothing accomplished. Now they're complaining. What?
Do you want a sandwich for lunch or on a plate?
Mama, I don't want lunch, but thank you.
I'm just putting out the bread for later.
Yeah, sandwich.
Okay. No, he likes the bread. Yes, does he? Okay. Thank you so much.
So, horrible examples. And if that's where your line of thought is, Nikki Fried, if those are the women that you think are going to help get you elected, if those are the women that inspire you to do what you do, I don't want to have anything to do with you. I mean, Hillary Clinton cheated. She completely cheated Bernie Sanders out of that election. She had people lie. She stole. She cheated. She did all kinds of shit. She beat a freaking server or cell phones, broke them apart with hammers and all kinds of bullshit. So, don't give me that she's some kind of a leader, some kind of leadership quality material that Nikki Fried suddenly is going to, like I said to my mother, stand upon their shoulders like they hoisted her up
Joel
anywhere
Froggy.
except to the gutter.
More guitar playing ne.
More guitar playing, says Joel. That's a nice way to ask. Thanks, Joel. You sound like a king in his throne. More guitar playing, nay. Do this for your king, and do it now. Let's move off of Nikki Fried. Okay, like I said, she's pro cannabis. But I just think that she has a horrible judgment as far as women that make great leaders. Horrible judgment. Cyber has returned.
Joel Froggy. I need a throne.
You need a throne?
Big Mac 83. Sap gang.
Yo, Merc, what's up, son? Kind of sounds like Ilhan Omar is doing our voice readback today. Interesting, huh? So this is the next thing I wanted to discuss. Now we're going to get off Nikki Fried. I just want to say, Moo. I just want to say that Ron DeSantis is trending on Twitter like a motherfucker today. So
Aaron eyed. What's up, Nate? Good morning.
Good morning, Aaron. He's pissing off all the wrong people. So that's a good thing. There's a lot of people
Let's Peter Guitar Jam.
that are talking about
Moo.
Ron DeSantis this morning. Moo. And I was just telling my girlfriend and my mom a few minutes ago. I said, it's what's interesting.
Trendy Bro Mandalorian. Hey,
Yo, bro, Mandalorian, what's up, son? What I can't put out there from my own platform on the internet, and no, my mom's like, oh, you're going to convince all these people, blah, 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 to not vote for Democrats. Blah. Like, Mom, no one watches my show. Don't worry, okay? I'm not famous. No one's watching my show. No one hears these words. Don't worry about it. But guess what? There's hundreds of thousands of people, if not millions of people on Twitter who are getting my message from other people this morning, who are getting the message that Ron DeSantis is a monster and that he doesn't care if a little girl gets raped, that even if it's her own father that rapes her or her brother, or her cousin, if she's a little girl, Ron DeSantis has taken the law away that would allow her to get an abortion in the state of Florida. So incest, rape, off the table.
Trendy Bro
Doesn't matter.
Mandalorian.
You want an abortion
Fuck that
after
fool.
15 weeks? Too bad. You can't get one in Florida. That's Ron DeSantis. He's a monster. You could try to come at me, but I'm just going to block you because you're toxic. Don't even try. It wouldn't be in your best interest if you want a voice in my chat to try to defend Ron DeSantis at this point. It's just going to make you look really, really bad. I stole my own lighter from myself. Unreal. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers, everybody. I stopped saying cannabisism, tisms for all. It was just too confusing for folks, I think.
Trendy Bro Mandalorian. He has a girl named too. Joel Froggy. The Australian government sound the same. Hippie chic. Cheers. Trendy Bro Mandalorian. I love the Middle Eastern robot voice.
Yeah, me too. Did you hear that? Bromandalorian. The way it says your name, the pronunciation is pretty dead on. The computer can roll its R's better than I can. I'd love to go through some of these Ron DeSantis tweets, but it's just not worth our time. Like it says in the title, it's just not worth our time. The man's not worth our time, and the show doesn't need to be.
Trendy Bro Mandalorian. She sounds pretty hot.
She sounds hot. There, how do you like that title? Just us having fun. You guys like that? That's today's topic. Just us having fun. Like I said, we don't have to spend a lot of time on any of these topics. I just want to let you know that I'm on it. I'm aware of it. And I don't have to do anything. We're on autopilot now because there's a lot of good people out there on Twitter today who are doing Nay's work for him. And I could just sit back and let Twitter do its thing. I would have been nice if I had a hand in it, if I had some control over it. Like some sort of a catalytic type effect on the whole thing, but I can only just sit back and say, hey, I was talking about this a month ago. At least I was talking about it. I was trying to warn y'all, and that's cool. But now everybody on Twitter can all they have to do is just type in Ron DeSantis and read all of the tweets.
Thank you for keeping us aware, Nay. I remember when you went off on mute a long time ago.
I'm just going to do a quick scroll through some of these tweets so you guys can see what's scrolling, okay? So you guys can see what's being put out there, because it's really bad. It's looking really bad for Ron DeSantis right now. There's a lot of people who didn't know who he was
Craig Allen.
yesterday.
Hi, Nay.
Hello, Craig. Today they're gonna know who he and let's get you on a good. Okay, watch this scroll, guys. You ready? Watch this. Watch this scroll. Wait, I'm trying to figure out where I can click here to get. See, this is exactly what I was afraid was going to happen. Why won't it scroll? There we go. Oh, I was scrolling the wrong way. Okay. So anyway, look at some of the things. I'm just going to scroll through, and later on, if you want to go through and read some of this stuff, I'm just going to have it up on screen for you guys. Ron DeSantis thinks children are hurt more by books than bullets. They're destroying this man today on Twitter. That's only got 29 likes. Oh man, this woman, Elizabeth, she went and got tickets to a DeSantis event, and just, of course she's not going to go. She used a fake name, and she's burning up the seats, and so that no one shows up. This is a tactic that I've been seeing in politics lately, and this woman is doing it. She's got 23 likes on that. Ron DeSantis is a stupid man's idea of how a smart man sounds. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'd love to read these out to you. Like I said, I'm not going to waste your time with all this. I am just going to scroll through so anybody who wants to see what I'm talking about can just see the kinds of things that people are saying about Ron DeSantis. I just want there to be a record here on my podcast showing that, everything that I had told you guys about this guy, it's finally out in the open. That's what I was worried about. See this? Somebody said Ron DeSantis is the one we need to worry about. Ron DeSantis is slowly taking freedoms from Floridians. Freedom of speech, freedom to protest, freedom to vote, freedom of self-government. And you know what? All of that is true. And it's all documented on this show. So once again, we're just going to scroll through quick. I don't want to waste y'all's time. There he is with some pedophiles, some human traffickers. The barely hidden fascism of Ron DeSantis makes a PA pit stop. Inquirer.com. Ron DeSantis hates woke so much that he'd take the sun away from the Sunshine State if he could. We have to make sure governor is the highest position he's ever going to hold. Vote him out. Vote Ron DeSantis out. Fascism has no place in America. The First Amendment still exists. Actual teachers are desperately needed to educate our children. There is no need for Hitler light. Man, dude, I'm telling you, please do me a favor. At some point today, go on Twitter and just search Ron DeSantis and read through some of these, okay? You could pause this video. You could play it slow. You can pause this video at any time if you want to read through some of these tweets, man. I want to put up at least 100 tweets that were anti-Ron DeSantis. The GOP will back Ron DeSantis for president, and he's more dangerous than their last fascist fuck, that woman said. Florida Democrats are ready to make sure Ron DeSantis is a one-term governor and a zero-term president. I'm a uniter. Ron DeSantis is a divider. That's Charlie Crist tweeted that. It's got 20,000 likes. He's taking full advantage of this. Ron DeSantis has abused his powers for too long. Now he's firing a twice elected official. Save democracy. Vote no to DeSantis. That's Charlie Crist. That's going to be running against him possibly if he beats this Nikki Fried. And Nikki Fried right now is beating Crist in the polls. Totally, she's trouncing him. So it doesn't look like Crist is going to be the one to run against DeSantis. It's going to be a woman. And symbolically speaking, it could only be better if it was an LGBTQ black woman. That's the only way this could be better. But if it turns out to be a woman that ends up taking out Ron DeSantis and she's pro-cannabis, well, then that's win for everybody. It's winning for everybody. So my mom would love that I just said that, but whatever. I'm not doing it for mom. It's just the truth. Let's go through a few more of these. So this guy, Dinesh D'Souza, so you guys know he's a piece of garbage, and he supports Ron DeSantis. Dinesh D'Souza, he's a Republican piece of human garbage, right? And he thinks that this is fantastic. Just so you know who he is. Now you know who that moron is. He supports this mini Adolf Hitler fuckstick. And then these are Republicans that are bragging about how great DeSantis is. This one is. If by killing it you mean killing people and killing their freedoms, and yeah, I bet you somebody already responded that way. Let's see what someone said to that. If by killing it you mean democracy, then yes, he is. The very first tweet was composed the same way that I would have composed my tweet. That's the number. That's the one that came up first. And I'll give it a like and a retweet. Literally my words somebody else typed. Funny, right?
Craig Allen. I support #NLRC.
Someone said fixed it. They said Ron DeSantis is absolutely killing Florida. Dude, I love this. Here's a little ad-offs DeSantis. I love it. Retweeting it with a quote tweet. There you go. At Nick the Stick. At Cyber Reload. At Docky Hollandaise. On Newt Gingrich a long time ago. You remember when I went off on Newt Gingrich a long time ago? Dude, this is my new favorite picture right here. I love this picture of Ron DeSantis as Adolf Hitler. Oh my God. I love it so much. God. He won by 0.4% last election. We are waiting for him again. Best governor in the nation, someone said. So blessed
Nick
he is
Brown.
my governor.
Cheers.
So blessed, says Marie T. She's so blessed. I know a lot of people who think that way about Ron DeSantis. Some of my friends. They think he's just fucking the cat's pajamas. Yeah.
Nick Brown. Fauci is stepping down.
Someone said, yeah, Fauci is stepping down. Oh, the racists love him, someone said. I'd vote for him in a heartbeat, says Shelby Hazen. Love for God and country. Yeah, right? patriotic girl says, love my governor. That's patriotism right there, guys. You literally are the epitome of Nazi Germany. You literally are this woman, and the way she says she loved, that's the way women spoke of Adolf Hitler. I love my leader, Adolf Hitler. You know, or the way they spoke about Trump. Ron DeSantis is the greatest. If by it you mean the Constitution, I agree, is killing it. People are dying at a higher rate under his administration, says R.E.D. Michaels. 52,000 followers on Twitter. A TikToker.
Dominic Leo. Morning Nay.
Dude, that's the end
Sean
of the
aka Trendioka.
that's the end of the run there.
Good morning Nay.
Why? There it is. Dominic, what's up, buddy? Fauci stepping down. Morning, Nay. Good morning, Nay. Good morning, Sean. So I'm just so glad that he's got so many. Man, Kyle Rittenhouse is trending at 30,000 tweets. Holy shit. He claims he's going to sue Joe Biden because he defamed his character by calling him a white supremacist. Who thinks Kyle Rittenhouse defamed his own character by being a white supremacist murderer?
Dave C. Fishing. We haven't smoked, have we, in cleaning?
How are we getting from Kyle?
Dominic
Someone
Leo.
explain to me in the chat. How are we
Nay hot
getting?
battle going on down Florida for governor.
How are we getting
Sean aka Trendioka.
white supremacist
Stocked
murder?
up on Kofef.
How are we getting to white supremacist murder, guys? I'm just kind of wondering, how are we getting to white supremacist murder from what Kyle Rittenhouse did?
Nace Garden. Download Twitter or visit twitter.com and search at Nace Garden at Nace Garden Show at Truthia News for the full podcast experience. YouTube channel at Truthia News on
Look,
Twitter.
man, I just wish these people that claim they're keeping it real would just fucking for once keep it real on the internet. I mean, how is that white supremacist? The kid's he's a little psycho. He wanted to go shoot some people. Yeah, I don't think he cared whether they were black or white people. The people he ended up killing were white. He killed white people. So how is he a white supremacist? Well, how do we get from, some stupid little kid acting like an idiot, being, basically juiced up by Donald Trump, by the rhetoric
Sean
of the
aka
time.
Trendioka.
Kids are impressionable. He's
He
a
just
stupid
didn't
little
have
impressionable
to fit a
punk
agenda,
ass
not the
bitch
truth.
kid. It happens. How is he a white supremacist though? Because he was going to bring a gun to a Black Lives Matter event, and that's what made him a white supremacist. I mean, it's such a long bridge to cross, and I don't know how anybody can arrive there. And yet, this is where all of them have arrived there. And I'm not going to go with that. I'm not going to go with that. If you had evidence of his white supremacy,
Drop all day.
because he's
'Cause
white.
he's white.
What he claimed he was doing was he was going there to protect somebody's business. He was going to go stand outside somebody's business and just protect it, and stand outside with his gun and stand guard. That was his whole premise for going to this protest. He never told anybody, I'm going to this protest to go kill black people. I'm not going to this protest
Drop
because
all
I'm
day.
anti-Black Lives Matter either.
Right.
But did he say that he was anti-Black Lives Matter? I would want to nail all that shit down before I went on the internet and started calling him a white supremacist. And if Joe Biden called him, literally
Drop all
used
day.
the bully pulpit.
But did he shoot anyone that wasn't attacking him?
No, he didn't shoot anyone that wasn't attacking him. No, he was being attacked when he shot those people. I watched the
Sean
whole thing.
aka Chen
We went
Walker.
over this whole thing, the guilt, his involvement in
Rittenhouse is
it.
not a white
I gave you my
supremacist
full
at all. The
opinion.
media desperately wants him to be that so they can pile on their vile lies.
He had a biased
It's pure race baiting, divide and conquer.
judge that was a Donald Trump supporter that
Rock
waved.
all day. Someone swings a
Yeah,
skateboard
yeah, you
at
swing
me.
a skateboard in my head and hit me in the head with a skateboard and I got a gun in my hand. Oh, it's pop, pop, pop time, man. You don't hit me with a fucking skateboard when I got a gun in my hand. You know, you'd have to be an idiot to do that to somebody with a fucking gun in their hand. I'm going to attack you with a skateboard. Don't bring a skateboard to a gunfight. That's what I say.
Drop all day.
You know?
Right. This is old news.
Yeah, it's old news. So the news was at the time was that the judge was corrupt. Okay. He didn't allow the fact that Kyle Rittenhouse obtained that gun illegally, and he dismissed that part of the case, meaning that anything that happened from that point on was the narrative at that point. And it wasn't right because the judge just got to delete facts. He got to delete history. He got to delete laws that were fucking broken. Right? That led to the murder that now becomes a murder, right? Because it was in the commission of a crime
Nick Brown.
that the judge claims was a non-crime.
Hashtag don't bring a skateboard to a gunfight.
So you wanna go back to the beginning and you wanna say who's guilty here? Kyle Rittenhouse, guilty of murder, absolutely. Should have never had a gun in the first place. But the judge allowed it. The judge allowed it, and at that point, us being American citizens and all of us saying that we agree to allow the courts to decide and judges to decide what our
Dominic
reality is, well, then we have to say, okay,
To a protest.
we have to take it from that point on. Okay, so from a legal standpoint, he took the gun to an area where he was allowed to have the gun. The police saw him with the gun. They were okay with it.
Sean aka Trend Yoka. It's all good and fun till you swing on me, son. He hear that rhymes.
And he was obviously in a place where he was allowed to be with a gun, and those people in the protest should have just left him alone and not chased him down. And if they hadn't chased him down, he wouldn't have had to defend himself with that fucking gun. And in my opinion, he definitely had to defend himself with that gun. If that was me, I would have done the same thing. You know, if I was at that moment, when there's a crowd of enraged people and they're coming after me and I got a gun, I could live. You know, I want to live. You know, I want to get beaten to death by a fucking angry mob. If I have to kill a couple of them to make everybody get the fuck away from me, well, a couple people going to have to go down. That's exactly what happened. And at that point, yeah, I'm going to have to say, you know, it's a very,
Joseph
it's a
Beaton.
very controversial case.
I agree, nay.
But if you're going to go by what the judge said, well, then he was defending himself. Those people were trying to kill him. You know, 2 people were definitely trying to, I think 3 people were trying to kill him.
Drop
He shot
all
one
day.
guy's hand off, right? Shot one
Right,
dude in the
I
finger
get
or something
that.
like that. And
That hard
killed
to
2
say
other people.
since he's 16, it's murder.
All 3 of them
But if he was 18,
were
it's
trying to
not
murder him in the street. All 3 of those guys were trying to murder him. So you can look at the video, you can judge for yourselves. That's where I am with the whole Kyle Rittenhouse thing. Now, as far as, you know, making him into a hero or something for what he did, oh no, he's a piece of human garbage. And as far as calling him a white supremacist, well, I can't do that because I don't have enough facts in front of me to say that he's a white supremacist. If you've got something, by all means, you know, offer it up. Show me he's a white supremacist. If him by just going on Fox News or by going to the White House to go sit with Donald Trump or hang out with all the right-wing cunts that he fucking hangs out with, by guilt by association that makes him a white supremacist, well, you know, then you would have to call Joe Rogan a white supremacist. You would have to call The president of the United States, a white supremacist. Anybody who sat down with somebody who was a white supremacist. Donald Trump, who knows how many fucking white supremacists that motherfucker was tied in with. What's your definition of white supremacy? Who is it? The people you hang around with? Is that, well, then I'm a fucking white supremacist too, if it's the people I hang around with. Because let me tell you something, I hang out with some fucking dirty motherfuckers. And some of them are like that. Some of them are really bad. And, people aren't really vocal about shit like that. And you don't really know who you're hanging out with. But trust me, I'm in Florida, man. You're just going to have to assume there's a lot of that going around. And people aren't, necessarily open about their hate with their friends. But you just know it's around. You can feel it. It's like an undercurrent, but it's there.
Joel
It's disgusting, but welcome
do
to
you
Florida.
think they're KKK?
Do I think they're... No. No, not to that extent. No. But you don't have to be in the KKK to be a white supremacist. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, Donald Trump is a white supremacist. And if Kyle Rittenhouse is going around saying that he loves Donald Trump and that he supports everything that Donald Trump stands for, they might have a point. But the way I saw it was, he's a kid. All these people, the president of the United States wants to hang out with you, bro. What are you going to say, no? When you're a fucking 18, 19-year-old kid? You're just going to say no and not go hang out with the president? So, Tucker Carlson wants to have you on his show. You're going to say no? You're a 19-year-old kid, whatever. I would have to listen to the content of what he said in those, which I can't listen to these motherfuckers. I can't listen to right-wingers. So I don't know. And that's why I'm appealing to my audience. If you've got something to offer besides guilt by association, because so far in my mind, that's all I've got. But that's a lot of people calling him a white supremacist for some reason on Twitter. And if he's not a white supremacist, then it takes away their power of what they're saying. Well, at least it does to me, because I like to keep things real. But maybe to their base, maybe to their followers, maybe it works on them. Maybe this is how people have to communicate with each other now, manipulating the shit out of your audience. I think Jimmy Dore is doing that. I think he's manipulating the shit out of his audience. Because my mom and I, my girlfriend and I, we're all talking about it. We're like, why would he do that? What is his motivation? Clicks, money, advertisers, freaking more views. Maybe it is his crack, and maybe I just didn't see it until now. God, I hope I'm wrong, man. All he has to do is change his stance on something that he's wrong on, and I'll be like, there's light. There is light at the end of the tunnel. We should all be thankful, but you're gonna have to show me that light too, because right now
Dominic Leo. Keep it real.
Between Jimmy Dore and Jackson Hinkle, I'm not seeing it when it comes to Donald Trump, when it comes to Ron DeSantis, when it comes to masking and all that shit. I don't even see them trying, I just see them saying what I think that they perceive their audiences want to hear out of their mouths. That's what it looks like to me. Jackson Hinkle and Jimmy Dore are doing 20% of the time now. At least 20% of the time, if not 30% of the time. Because there's still good content from both of those guys. It's redeemable. But the problem is you never know when they're going to start slipping in the narrative. And that's the thing that you can't trust, because at some point they're going to get you. They're going to get me. It happens to me all the time. I'll be watching one of my favorite podcasters or whatever. I'll be like, yeah. And I'll be like, yeah. They'll say something else. And I'll be like, yeah. And they'll say something else. I'll be like, yeah. And they'll be like, wait a minute. Is that true? And
Daniel Andrassy. Morning, Nay.
I thought we had a thing going here. I thought you were going to be telling the truth and the facts, and I was going to be saying, yeah. I thought I was the noise guy. Noise. You do the thing, I say noise. You do the thing, I say noise. You do the other thing, and I say noise. Wait. What was that you just said? So I'm going to have to go Google that shit. I'm going to have to go research that shit. I'm going to have to go check your source because I don't trust your freaking source. How can I, why do I have to work so hard just to listen to you? Shouldn't you handle this part for me so I don't have to worry about whether or not you're checking your facts? It's harder for me to enjoy the content. You know, I need the facts checked. And now fact checking has become a whole parody unto itself. You know, I hope I said that correctly. 30% of the time, it works every time. Fucking A, bro. One of the greatest movies of all time. 40-Year-Old Virgin. Dude. There is nothing better than the scene when they're out back breaking fucking light bulbs. They're smashing light bulbs.
Morning.
Dude, I'm like, that is so what guys do. This is such a perfect scene, you know? I was like, this is perfect. I'd love to watch that scene again. We're just smashing old fluorescent bulbs out in the back because they explode when you do it, and it's kind of fun. They're like, poof.
Fried Drive by Sheba Soap. Scents from the heart of the Ganges River. Infused in fecal essence and the ashes from our fallen gurus. Lamas Day.
Dude, I fucking love you, Billy. You're the best writer of all time, man. You can write for any voice. I love it. Dude, you guys should make cuts of those.
Dude's Gal Beach movie was too good.
Dude, when Billy does one of those, somebody should make a
Daniel
clip of that and put it on the internet.
You
You
mean
should
Sex
tweet that shit
Panther
out.
works 30%
That
of the
shit-
time, almost every time.
Sex
Fried
Panther works
Drive.
30% of the time. Almost
Ha, ha,
every
ha,
time.
ha, ha, ha.
Yeah, it works. No, I thought it works 30% of the
Anderson.
time,
That was
100%
from
of the
Anchorman.
time.
Nick Brown. Billy is hilarious. Joel Froggy. You got Cali outdoor left.
You got Cali outdoor left. Huh? Billy is hilarious. That was from Anchorman. It was, okay, wait. It was from Anchorman. My bad. I'm confusing, but the breaking of the bulbs was on 40-Year-Old Virgin, right? The Anchorman was the one where he says 30% of the time, it works 100% of the time.
Josh G. This
Right?
woman sounds like an islander or something.
Anchorman.
Cool.
My bad. You're right. Anchorman, right? Someone needs to do a Sandals Bahamas advertisement in the chat. Stat.
Fried Drive. The line was 60%, I believe. 30 is funnier though.
60% of the time, it works 100% of the time. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's hilarious. I just love the way he said it all confidently. The way it was said, bro. While I'm looking at my cannabises here, I'm thinking the orange bud. I'm thinking the
Cannabis
orange.
hells.
Oh,
You
yes.
and your girl watch House of the Dragon last night.
You and
Tina
your girl-
Holla.
No, I don't.
Good morning, May.
I was not into Game of Thrones, and I wouldn't be into that either. To me, it's just a unnecessary guilty pleasure. I just don't need it. No, it's not my thing. That was never my thing. I never got into Lord of the Rings. I never got into Harry Potter. I never got into Game of Thrones.
Cannabis hells.
I never got into.
Cool.
I never got into
Daniel
that.
and Rassi.
I never got into that
The
game.
Boys is way better than that.
Something games, Hunger Games. Never got into that. Not Hunger Games. Sorry, my bad. I'm such an old man. I never got into that thing out of Korea. I forgot what that was called on Netflix. That game where people
Block all day.
where poor people were
Love some
brought
Harvester.
in, and then they had to fight. They had to play games, and if they lost, they'd get killed or some shit like that. I didn't watch any of that shit. Some things, like, I don't ever watch reality television. Okay? There's just some things I don't watch.
Drop all day.
Squid Games.
Squid. Drop all day.
Squid Games. Yeah.
Games.
Never seen it. Not interested. That kind of stuff doesn't interest me. I know how stupid and pathetic people are. You know, I saw Idiocracy. That was enough. I know that we are already there. We're there today. I'm watching it, and it's not like I'm watching it happen. It's already happened.
Dave C.
Hello,
Fishing.
we're there.
A quarter hour.
We're literally watering
Tide
our
Drive.
plants with Gatorade.
Welcome
know?
to Sandals Resort. All white people, please wear sunscreen. Refrain from wearing your red sports ball hats. Please do not ask if the staff is Mexican and the Bud Light is in your room. Daniel Andresi. Gucci Walla Walla Gucci Bang Bang. Josh G. Nay is above the Roman gladiator control. Dave C. Fishing. Yeah, I don't watch stupid games either.
Stupid games.
Drop all day. A fact up show FR. People let their kids watch it.
No law regarding cannabis. It is quarter of the hour. Cheers, everybody.
J. Inman. Hello, Nay, and all trendy. Cheers, everyone.
Yo, Jinmin, what's up?
Daniel Andresi. I sound like I should be telling you to come have some of my Jamaican jack chicken. Daniel Andresi. Love the Jamaican accent. Drop all day. Incredible.
Wow. So there was a couple other things that I wanted to just touch on that I had actually watched this guy on
Drop all
CNN,
day. Incredible.
and I was sitting there with
Daniel Andresi. Or is it African accent?
I forgot what region it was. Tanzania. Yeah, African. Tanzanian, I believe. That was the one I picked. So let me just go to CNN this morning, see if they've put it up yet. Okay, we talked about the vile beating of that suspect on yesterday's show. You guys remember that. It's all over the news. Of course, you heard it from me first, those of you, and now I'm sure you guys have seen it everywhere. These 3 police officers beating this guy while they were holding him down on the cement. Unnecessarily beating this guy. The 3 officers have been placed on leave. And they've charged the suspect with like 6 or 7 things. Being in possession of a crime tool, whatever that means. Are you guys with me on this, or? But anyway, my girlfriend and I were watching this guy, and he was talking on CNN this morning about
Drop all day. The Truthier News.
whatever it was that I said was I had said
crime tool.
I said this is the kind of thing, this kind of segment I like to put on my show, and then I'll pause it every few seconds and talk about what an idiot this guy is. But I can't remember what the subject matter was. He was talking about
Daniel Andresi. Wait, stop the press. Did you just say you and your girlfriend?
Yeah, me and my girlfriend. Replace with Trump affidavit. Violent arrest by law enforcement in Arkansas. No, I don't think it was this guy, but that was the show. It was. Let me see, man. I wonder if that was not the guy, right?
Daniel Andresi.
This week, the
When
Department
were
of
you gonna
Justice
tell
will
us
present
about
which
her?
portions of the
Daniel, you're not too bright, are you?
people wondering what might be learned from the eventual release of the document. Some of Donald
I
Trump's
broadcast on this show 3 times a day, every day. All right.
Dave C. Fishing.
I know, right?
All
Right,
news
Dave?
done.
It's like just because you don't know something because you don't watch the show that often doesn't mean that I'm not telling my audience, giving them full disclosure. It just means that you're not here that often, dude.
Drop all
allies
day.
have pushed for the release of documents.
He already
The Department
has
of Justice
bad.
says it has concerns.
Daniel
that the
Andresi.
It makes me the
My
crime tool.
apologies for this, that makes me the crime tool.
It is. You're the crime tool, bro.
redacted documents could compromise this investigation and reveal sensitive national security information. With us now is former Deputy Attorney General.
This wasn't the guy.
H.W. Bush, Donald Ayer. Thank you so much for being with us. How much do you think the Department of Justice will try to redact here if they have their way?
I'm so sad.
Well, I think
I'm so sad that that it's not up yet, but I have a feeling they will.
Nice Garden.
What?
Download Twitter or visit twitter.com and search at Nice Garden Show at Truthia News for the full podcast experience. YouTube channel at Truthia News on Twitter. Daniel Andresi. LOL.
What, Mom? Okay.
She was just telling Lusta to bring your father in for lunch.
Oh, she wasn't talking to me. My bad. Oh, Mitch McConnell. Oh, Mitch McConnell. Here, I'm going to make some laws. I'm going to change the way the world works. Oh, Mitch McConnell. Oh. Wait, I'm not on their website. Okay, here we go. All right, here are their uploads 23 hours ago. You just want to see videos. Click on videos. Show me all the videos. Okay, here we go. 1 hour ago, 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago. That's it. God, I wish I could remember what we were talking about. Oh, it was the beating. It was the beating. It was. I've got it right here, guys. Oh my God. So I didn't want to show this on the show because it's just so violent, and I don't want to upset you guys. So look, it's 3 police officers holding a guy down and they're kneeing him and punching him in his head. The guy's okay. Okay, they didn't kill the guy, but it looks like they're trying to kill the guy.
The ROs needs money.
Anyway, but I want to warn you guys before I show this. I'm going to show this is a 5-minute video. They're going to be discussing it. I'm going to be talking about some of the aspects during this clip. They're going to be showing clips of the actual video of this guy getting beaten by these 3 pigs. So just so you guys know what's going on, there's the warning right there. And I want you guys, if you're at all affected by violent content, this is what it's about to show. It's coming up right here. And I just want you guys to know if you haven't seen it, I don't want to upset my audience. All right, there it is.
3 Arkansas law enforcement officers have been removed from duty after this video showing them hitting a man outside a store in Mulberry, Arkansas.
He kneed him in the head. Yes, he took his knee and he kneed that man in the head.
Repeatedly and later arresting him. In the video, a woman not seen can be heard screaming to stop beating him, telling the officers he needs his medicine. An officer points and yells at her to back up. The person who posted the video says her sister witnessed the altercation. The 2 Crawford County deputies were suspended and the Mulberry police officer placed on administrative leave.
I didn't want to show this, guys. I didn't want to show this, and you can see why. But it's all over the news now.
Goose Creek, South Carolina.
So I have to cover it.
Him of threatening and spitting on a gas station attendant in a nearby town. The clerk then called the police.
Broke all day.
Rochester then rode a bike to the
Then
County
slammed
Express
his
convenience
head
store in
into the
Mulberry,
ground.
where he was arrested
SHT.
outside the store.
Right.
One witness tells CNN affiliate KHBS it looked like the man got up to run away to avoid arrest, but the sheriff claims he got up to attack an officer. Worcester
punched him right on his nose
county jail
with a
on
hammer
multiple
fist. Did you see
charges,
that?
including first-degree assault and second-degree battery. It's unclear whether he has an
He looks like
attorney.
he got his nose
The
broken.
Crawford County Sheriff's Office released a statement writing, "I hold all my employees accountable for their actions and will take appropriate measures in this
Okay,
matter."
so this is where I wanted to stop right here. Okay? This gentleman just said, I hold all of this is the Crawford County Sheriff's Office. I hold all my employees accountable for
Dominic
their actions and will take
I
appropriate
seen
measures
that on the news.
in this matter.
It's disgusting.
That's already a lie. Okay? And the reason why that's a lie is because those 3 police officers should be in jail getting booked for attempted murder right now. Okay, so he's not taking appropriate measures. That's a lie, just so you know. That's from Crawford County Sheriff's Office.
Will take appropriate measures in this matter. Arkansas
Cheers.
Governor Asa Hutchinson tweeted, the local arrest incident
late
in Crawford
quarter of the
County
hour.
will be investigated pursuant to the video evidence and the request of the prosecuting attorney. Now, Worcester was hit with a number of charges, including assault and resisting arrest, but this is an incident that's going to take a lot of investigation. The sheriff's office says the
Broke
state
all day.
investigation was open into what will be limited
So
to
they
the
should have
physical
jail
force
time.
used here against the officers involved. Only once that's done could it be referred to a county prosecutor for any potential charges.
Commissioner, thank you very much for being here. I mean, that's the question.
Fried
What's
drive.
necessary? And there's a lot we don't
The
know.
police in my country will just toss you in a cobra pit and I will get no corn flour for a week. Bad juju.
know really what we can't see what happened before that video begins. However, is there any scenario in which a response like
Dave Sea
that
Fishing.
would be proportional and
Cheers.
necessary?
Okay, so let me just, what her question was, is there any scenario where a reaction like that would be necessary or it would be proportional and necessary? So it's one of the stupidest questions I've ever heard asked in my entire life from a very stupid woman, obviously. There is no
Broke all day.
case
No body cameras.
where any human being could watch that video and say, that's warranted. That's okay. Because let me tell you something. That's not the law deeming that as a punishment.
Cannabis
That's
hells.
3 people taking it upon themselves to beat the
There's
hell out
video
of
of them
somebody.
trying to murder him. I would like to see video of the guy attacking the police.
Whatever, it doesn't even matter. Because at the point where these police officers have this man under control, at that point, they're supposed to put handcuffs on him, put him in a car, and take him to a jail where he can be booked. And then, you know, the law can deal with him appropriately. It's not their job to dole out punishment to anybody.
Broke all day. And that's on the streets.
And if he gets
Imagine closed doors at the station or jail.
if he gets so much as a scratch after the 3 people are already holding him down on the ground, if he gets so much as a scratch, those 3 motherfuckers need to be held accountable because there's 2 other guys there who could stop one of them from being violent. But in that case, you've got 3 people that are all being violent on one guy. So the only way you deal with this, the appropriate way to deal with this would have been, number 1, you realize, unlike this dumb stump over here in the pink, obviously couldn't just reason and say, well, that's obviously never necessary ever once you have somebody under. No, she didn't do that. She acted like an
Cannabis
idiot.
hells.
And
My
she
point is
wanted to
there is
know
none
the
in your
case.
history's
I'm
commands.
going to answer this.
Joel Froggy. Pigs.
She wanted to know the case where where this sort of a response would be appropriate. She was asking that question. So I'm going to tell you, honey, this is when that would be an appropriate response. When they've got you down on the ground. You know, let's say you're news lady in your little pink outfit and you're covering something that the police don't like. Yeah. Well, how about when those three dudes grab you and start beating you down and slamming your head against concrete, taking their knees and kneeing you in the head, or kneeing you in your thigh with a freaking knee, or taking a hammer fist to your nose, or hammer fisting your head, or taking your head, literally just picking up and slamming it into the concrete. It would be appropriate for you. And now I pose this question. Why would you even ask something so stupid, you freaking CNN moron? And we didn't even get that far into the video, but here we go.
Well, good morning, Poppy. It's clear from the video there was excessive force used. No matter what happened beforehand.
Yeah, it's clear from the video that there was excessive force used. Well, my question is, why didn't the CNN reporter lady know that? Why did she act like she couldn't tell what that was? When is that appropriate? Why do they act so stupid? There is, like I said before, there's no human being on this planet who would think that that was ever appropriate, ever.
Josh G.
The aggressive punching.
Pigs who break the law should have to fight in a gulag or something. LOL, kidding, but honestly, man. Something has to be done. Where is the real justice?
To see something like that happen after
Rob all day. She wants them to say there is never a ready. Rob all day.
But it's also a
Reason.
really important lesson about body cameras. There was a study done that body cameras on police officers not only improve the officer's conduct, but improve the conduct of the individual that they're interacting with. So I wonder, where those cameras are, why they weren't on the officers.
Josh G.
If the
I swear they're paid to be stupid on purpose or cause a dilemma. Fried Drive. Thunderdome.
in this situation.
There is, as you know, Ed Davis, training for officers to subdue someone that they're trying to arrest if that person is resisting arrest. And what caught my attention in particular was the repeated punching to the head, and even it appeared banging his head on the pavement. And I just
stupid to get answers.
Okay, so this was at 3:30, right? $3:30. Watch this. Watch this contrast.
Thank you very much for being here. I mean, that's the question, right? What's necessary? And there's a lot we don't know. We don't know really what we can't see what happened before that video begins. However, is there any scenario in which a response like that would be proportional and necessary?
And what caught my attention in particular was the repeated punching to the head, and even it appeared banging his head on the pavement. And I just wonder, at any
no matter what happened beforehand, the aggressive
a response like that would be proportional and necessary.
Give it to me.
Well, good morning, Poppy.
Is there any scenario in which a response like that would be proportional and necessary?
Big Mac 83.
However, is there any scenario in which a response like that would be proportional and necessary? However, is there any scenario in which a response like that would be proportional and necessary?
Well, good morning, Poppy.
officers to subdue someone that they're trying to arrest if that person is resisting arrest. And what caught my attention in particular was the repeated punching to the head, and even it appeared banging his head on the pavement. And I just wonder, at any training that you've experienced, has that ever been part of the training? Is it
in which a response like that would be proportional and necessary?
Well, good morning.
Is training for officers to subdue someone that they're trying to arrest if that person is resisting arrest. And what caught my attention in particular was the repeated punching to the head, and even it appeared banging his head on the pavement. And I just wonder, at any
A response like that would be proportional and necessary.
That they're trying to arrest if that person is resisting arrest. And what caught my attention in particular was the repeated punching to the head.
In which a response like that would be proportional and necessary.
Punching to the head, and even it appeared.
Like that would be proportional and necessary.
Repeated punching to the head, repeated punching to the head, was the repeated punching to the head, the repeated punching to the head, repeated punching to the head, 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 repeated punching to the head, was the repeated punching to the head, was the repeated punching to the head, and even it appeared banging his head on the pavement. And I just
proportional and necessary. Proportional and necessary. Proportional and necessary. That would be proportional and necessary. Response like that would be scenario in which a response begins. However, is there any scenario in which a response like that? Scenario in which any scenario in is there any scenario in which is there any scenario in which is there any scenario is there any scenario is there any scenario in which is there any scenario in which
that kind of treatment in the octagon?
Those two pieces of video, those two pieces of video need to be fucking played against each other. You need to hear what a fucking dumb bitch she is over there at CNN. That she would say something so fucking stupid, so obvious, and so dumb sounding. Then to have your own fucking host, your co-host sitting right there with you, say they're repeatedly punching this guy in the head, kicking him in his head, kicking him in his leg. They're fucking breaking his nose. They're doing all these things while he's being restrained and posing no threat to them at all. And she's saying, is there any scenario? Is there any scenario where this is necessary? Is there, here's the scenario. Your son is being arrested, you dumb bitch. And then that's where it's necessary, okay? For asking such a stupid question, you fucking idiot. Let's keep going.
Which a response like that would be proportional and necessary.
Well, good morning, Poppy.
It is training for officers.
Cheers. No law regarding cannabis.
Someone that they're trying to arrest if that person is resisting arrest. And what caught my attention in particular was the repeated punching to the head, and even it appeared banging his head on the pavement. And I just wonder, in any training that you've experienced, has that ever been part of the training? Is it ever part of the training to do that, to subdue a suspect?
Not in that particular officer has clearly acted outside the bounds of what's right. But
whoa, did you hear that?
What I'd like to stress is that.
Did you guys hear that? Who heard that? I'll let you hear it again. Check this out.
What I'd like, but the right of what's right. Of what's right, of what's right, of what's right.
You guys hear that? You hear what's going on in the background there after he says for what's right? You can literally hear the CNN anchor saying Jesus in the background as he's watching the video. Do you hear that? Listen closely.
But of what's right, of what's right, of what's right. What I'd like to stress is that
he heard him say it
when you have situations,
and he hesitated when he said Jesus.
Anger and you have adrenaline that is playing a role in this. The officers will do things sometimes that are outside their training. It's not acceptable. It has to be trained out.
No bear sightings yet today, Billy.
Do that among young men who are engaged in that combat situation. And the punching it can happen. An officer can punch people, but only if they're being attacked at that particular time and it means in a way to defend themselves. Yeah. What I saw there on the ground just was not appropriate.
Well, Davis, you've commanded police in Boston. Thanks for sharing your experience with us.
We got some mileage out of that clip, didn't we? We got a little mileage off of that one, folks. Okay. That was great because I saw 4 different news stories this morning. That was one of them I wanted to cover. There were some other ones too.
Of these anchors feel deeply, but are literally held by their job to tell and say what the producers want. Like when he said Jesus, I'll bet he wanted to chime in personally.
Bitcoin and Ethereum just got reset. Crypto analysis. You guys, yeah, maybe we should watch a little bit of this.
Bitcoin, Ethereum, the entire crypto market all just got reset. I want to talk about that with you in today's video, looking at some of the key technicals that we need to know. We also have a new rally forming up for the dollar. The dollar,
and
man.
Look,
come on, dollar. What are you doing, buddy?
I apologize for his horrible sound. He uses this lapel microphone. They call them lavaliers, I think. It's just horrible on him. It's cheap or whatever. It's just a bad sounding mic. And he used to sound really good when he used a microphone, and now he's using this thing, and it's just very tinny. I'm sorry.
And I also want to take a moment to real quick just discuss the psychological impact of these crazy relief rallies that we get during a bear market. All of that and more in today's video. My name is Lark. I make videos on investing. If you like that topic,
in fact, I feel so strongly about it. I'm literally going to leave a message on here. Please fix your mic. Please fix mic or buy a better one. I bet you he's going to see that too.
Make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a little tap on the thumbs up button. Let me know you do appreciate this kind of content. Let's get into it. First, a quick word on the psychology of a relief rally. These are very funny in a bear market because if you haven't been through this before, it's important to understand these relief rallies come, these bear market rallies come, and this was actually quite a small one. I think we're going to get a much bigger bear market rally at some point in the not so distant future when some of the macro stuff chills out a little bit but hasn't totally finished. We're going to get a much bigger rally. The kind of rally that, well, much like this one, it gets just bullish enough to make you start thinking, man, this is the real deal. This is a real rally. Recovery is possible. There could be an end to the pain in the market. And then blammo. No, the market loves you, shattering your hopes, bringing you emotionally back down.
Blammo. He literally said that, blammo, on the tweet.
Happen a few more times during the bear market.
He's so funny.
We're a long way away from breaking out in any significant sense in terms of creating a new trend, breaking out of the downtrend. Like, we're ages away from that. We're not even close right now. So expect this emotional roller coaster to continue throughout the bear market. Hopefully, the worst of it is behind us.
His mic is worse than a typical iPhone earbud mic that all the TikTokers use.
Yeah, he's got terrible audio.
Don't be surprised if it happens.
Terrible audio.
Ready for these scenarios. Now let's talk real quick about the S&P 500. Obviously, a nice red candle on the daily here, coming back down after being rejected at that key area of resistance on the downtrend line there. Now that fall of the S&P 500 coincides pretty well with this, the dollar, man, on another massive freaking rally, unfortunately. And when we get big dollar rallies, as we've seen over the last few days, well, that means everybody is fleeing from risk assets and fleeing into cash, essentially. People are getting out of stocks, as we can see here. And of course, people are getting out of Bitcoin, crypto, all that stuff.
He already has a nasally voice, so he could use the help.
He does have a little bit of a nasally voice. When I first heard Lark, this is a funny story. The very first time I saw Lark Davis, I made fun of him. I said, oh my God, you sound just like the guy who got his baseball card stolen on Better Call Saul. That guy got his baseball card stolen, and he ended up driving a Humvee. Remember that guy? I said, not only do you sound like him, but you look like him too. That was a long time ago. I've been watching Lark ever since, you know.
See if the 109 level acts
All right, no law regarding cannabis.
Just
Cheers, everybody.
top on the dollar. That would be nice. You can see the dollar falling significantly if that were to happen. But as of right now, all we've had is basically two technically bullish retests on the 50-day exponential moving average, bouncing higher for the dollar. Dollar, man, our arch nemesis. Now, it's interesting across the crypto space, looking at all the different altcoins and stuff, and how just similar so many of the charts are. And obviously, there's always a few outliers that look very, very different.
Nes
But
Garden.
a lot of charts are kind of looking like
Download
this.
Twitter or
So we
visit
did break this
twitter.com and search
RSI
at Nes
uptrend
Garden
on a
at
lot
Nes
of the
Garden
coins
Show
that we were
at
looking
Truth
at.
News for the full
VVAX is
podcast
a typical
experience.
example of that.
YouTube
RSI
channel
uptrend
at
broken
Truth News on
massively,
Twitter.
coming right back down. But interestingly, look at the price action here. We actually came right back down and landed on this trend line right here.
Yeah, well,
Now,
it's
hanging on by a breath at the moment. So
let's
do
just sum it all up for us. Just sum it all up.
Anyway, just my two Satoshis for the day on what is happening in the markets. You'll let me know your opinion on any of this stuff down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching today. $1,500. That's a 20% drop over a week. It's pretty serious. We are trading back under the 50-day exponential moving average.
Yeah, we know you're long in everything, bro. It's cool. You're a hodler just like me. Can't complain about that. So there was that, and we covered it, and that's cool, man. There were a few other things I wanted to talk about, but it's cool, man. We're just gonna call it a show. It's great. It's great. We had a great show. Great show. Had a great show. I'll play you a song on my amplifier. Got this noise suppressor thing, so I don't know if it's going to be cutting the music out. I'm kind of curious to see if it does.
Big Mac 83. Hashtag keep it open. Dominic Leo. Now if 3 people beat the hell out of someone, they be in jail no bail. Craig Allen. Guitar.
That's on 50 watts. $50 watts of power. 50 watts of power. And it's pushing overload. The beast is ready to devour all the metal they can hold. Reaching overload. Start to explode. So that's a half watt. That's the difference between a half watt and 50 watts. Huh. I guess I turn the master up. I don't understand this.
Dominic Leo. Stay in the market.
Okay. God, there's so many different settings on this thing. I haven't mastered it just yet. That definitely ain't it.
Dominic Leo.
just like the white winged girl. Now watch her sing it. Ooh, baby, ooh, yeah, ooh. Just like the white winged girl sings the song. Now watch her sing it. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Dave C. Fishing. Dr. Fuji to resign by Christmas.
Said I can't get here from there, baby. I can't get there from here, baby. And I don't get where I'm going. As to your thin red line, oh, what simply knowing. But you never miss me till you got a bad city address. Non-stop talker, what a rocker. Ooh, wild murder in a sideswipe dress unchained. Nothing stays the same, unchained. And you hit the ground running a train. Nothing stays the same, unchained. Yeah, you hit the ground running. I don't ask for permission. This is my chance to fly. Maybe enough ain't for enough for you. It's my turn to try. Thought you never miss me till I got a bad city address. Non-stop talker, ooh, what a rocker. Ooh, I'd murder in a sideswipe dress unchained. Nothing stays the same, unchained. Then you hit the ground and unchained. Nothing stays the same, unchained. Then you hit the ground and running. Oops. I believe I am playing with half a watt. Can you hear that, man? It is like, it's half a watt of power. It's half a watt of power. I know my mom can hear it in the kitchen, but I don't think it's like really, really, really super duper loud. But it's just half off, man. Calling out around the world, are you ready for a brand new beat? Summer's here and the time is right for dancing in the street. We're dancing in Chicago, we dancing down in New Orleans in the street, up in New York City. All we need is music, sweet music. There'll be music everywhere. Ooh, ooh. See, to me, that harmony is more important than anything, because there's lyrics. Oh, doesn't matter what you wear, just as long as you are there. So come on, every guy, grab your girl. Everywhere around the world they'll be dancing, dancing in the street. It's just an invitation across the nation, a chance for folks to meet. There'll be music swinging, reckless swinging, reckless singing. No, there'll be music singing, reckless swinging, and dancing in the street.
Nick
We're
Brown.
down in LA every day. There's a squirrel like right here. That is so cute. Oh, hey, little squirrel. Hey, little squirrel. Wow. Wow, that's like the closest I've been to a squirrel. Look, look. Like a freaking aquarium.
You're so right. I love it.
That's so cute. You could just see all the hair in his fur and beautiful. These days I'll take you down. Gonna get down. Gonna get down. You know you make me break down. You know you make me break down. You make me break down. One of these days I'll take you down. I love playing guitar because then you get a song in your head and you're like, how does that song go? And you're like, ooh, that's it. It's minor. You know you make me break down. You know you make me break down. I don't want to look like that. I don't want to look like that. Make me break down. I just got to learn that part right there. What's that called? You make me break down? Is that what it would be? You make me break down? You make me break down lyrics. Yeah, that's it. Dude, listen to the sound. Listen to the breathing. You hear that? It's like, that's like the sound before the song starts. That breathing sound. It's like perfect. You make me dizzy,
Nice garden.
running circles in my
Download
head.
Twitter or visit twitter.com
One of these
and search at
days
Nice
I'll
Garden, at Nice Garden
chase
Show,
you
at Truth News for the full podcast
down.
experience.
Look
YouTube
who's
channel
going
at
crazy
Truth
and
News on Twitter.
get your face, my friend. Better get out. You better get out. You know you make me break out. You know you make me break out. I don't want to look like that. I got to learn where it goes in my head. I got to get the next chord change. It'll come to me. I'll get it. You know you make me break out. I don't want to look like that. I don't want to look like that. You make me break out. Make me break out. You make me break out. I may be crazy, little friend around the ends. One of these days I'll phase you out. Burning in the blast off, burning in the blast off, watching me crawl away. Trying to get out. Trying to get out. That's it. It's only two verses, man. And then it's just a whole lot of chorus. He just does the chorus a whole bunch of times. I love it, man. I'm going to learn that song. Break Out. Holy shit. Add that one to my freaking lyrics. Put that in the lyrics folder. Why? Lyrics. And then your skeletons watch as their bones go marching in again.
Lollipop 10. Why oh Mr. Denmark here. No huge lips today.
Hey, what's up, Mr. Denmark? Mr. Denmark's here, Cyber. Get you. I think we lost Cyber. Get you in the dark, you know we all pretend. Get you in the dark and so it all begins. Sending your solitaire, watch as their bones go marching in again. Again. You're on the street, boy. You're getting on the heat. It's never ending. Same old story. What if I said I'm not like the others? What if I said I'm not just another one of your plays? You're the pretender. What if I said I would never surrender? What if I said I'm not like the others? What if I said I'm not just another one of your plays? You're the pretender. What if I said I could never surrender? Nay, rocking out.
Griffin. Cheers, pal.
Get you in the dark, you know
Griffin.
they all
Request House of the Rising Sun, maybe.
pretend. Get you in the dark, and so it all begin. And then sing in your skeletons, watch as their bones go marching in again. You're really off the street, boy. You're really on the heat. It's never ending, same old story. What if I said I'm not like the others? What if I said I'm not just another one? Your place, you're the pretender. What if I said I would never surrender? What if I said I'm not like the others? What if I said I'm not just another one of your plays? You're the pretender. What if I said I would never surrender?
Griffin. This good.
Oh. I have a hard time switching between sounds. It's so hard for me to play that chord. I make it out to be so much harder than it is. And if I wouldn't do that, I could play it. But my brain wants to do different shit than what's really there. And that's a problem.
Griffin. Nay on guitar, me on piano, and I gotta get my friend Jesus Mikey on vocals.
Yeah. Definitely you do. You make me dizzy, running circles in my head. One of these days I'll chase you down. Look who's going crazy now, we're face to face. Look who's going crazy now, we're face to face, my friend. How does he stretch that out so long? Okay. Look who's going crazy now. We're face to face, my friend. Better get
Notes you can't kill wasps with mailbox, you just get pissed off armored wasps.
You know you make me break out. I'm gonna bring that one to the show sooner or later, bro. I gotta go listen to it and see how he does, because there's a break in the middle of the song too. I don't know how it goes. I don't know why I don't know. I should know that song, you know? Sounds like a razor. Runs up mirror more mirror more mirror more mirror more. Hear the sound coming, hear the drama drumming. I want you to join together with the band. There's a million ways to laugh, and everyone's a path. I want you to join together with the band. Join together, come on and join together. Come on and join together with the band. Join, come on and join together. Come on and join together with the band. Together, I want you to join together with the band. Beer bar, bar, beer bar, beer bar, beer bar, beer, beer, war, beer, beer bar, beer bar, beer, beer bar, beer, beer, here, more, here.
Tried Drive. I was in a band for years. I played the bear.
There she stood in the street,
Griffin.
smiling from her head to her feet. I said, hey, what is this now, baby? Maybe she's in need of a kiss. I said, hey, What's your name, baby? Always trying to see things the same. She said, whoa, don't move so fast. Let's move before they raise the parking rate. Ow! All right now, baby, it's all right now. All right now, baby, it's all right now. I wish I could turn it up louder. Where's my mom? Is she nearby?
Oh, she's resting. She's resting.
She's resting. Cool. They turn it up a little bit. No, not that loud. We can't turn it up that loud. Thank you, though. Let me tell you all about it now. Took her home to my place, watching every move on her face. I said, hey, what's your thing, baby? Thought we're trying to say things the same. Oh, so fast. Don't you think that love can last? She said, love, Lord above. Now you're trying to trick me in love. Bow. All right now, baby, it's all right now. All right now, baby, it's all right now. It's all right now.
Joel Freddy. Good playing.
It's in G, right? No, it's an A. I need to cool off, dude. Big time. Ooh, that helps a lot. That helps a lot. That's right where I need it. Right when I need it. I'll play the little boogie woogie. It's top of the hour. It's time for me to call this a show. I'm really enjoying playing guitar, though. I like playing that Zeppelin.
Joseph Chorus. Hello, Nick. How's it going, sir? Fried drum. I used to love when Ed accidentally learned a famous song while jamming. Like, wait a minute, that was old MacDonald's song.
Be home tonight. The wind blows hard, but don't you know? The wind blows hard, but don't you know? Okay. The wind blows hard, but don't you know? Got to do all blow and go. Oh, that's what he does. Yeah, that's what he does, a little double stop. Huh? I've never played this song before in my life, but now that I've got this amplifier with these sounds, it inspires me to learn all these cool songs that I've heard, but I just never really had the urge to learn any of them because the sounds weren't right. But that is so close. I mean, I could dial that in. I could go listen to the song and make that sound just like that. The whatever Jimmy Page's guitar sounded like. I could change my. Oh, so don't you know? No, me and you. Oh, this is a path
Nice
we're
garden.
going.
Download Twitter or visit twitter.com and search at Nice Garden Show at Shrutia News for the full podcast experience. YouTube channel at Shrutia News on Twitter.
God, that's such a cool part of the song. No, but don't you know? No, for me and you. Oh, This is the path we're going. I'm so close. I'm close. Oh, that's the chord. Help on me and you. Oh, this is the path we're going on. I bet he wrote that one sitting in the studio. Fucking so easy. It's like, dude, we need one more track for this album. Hold on. I can play this on one string, bro. Let's do it. I'm just going to make some lyrics up for that really quick. Because Robert Plant was a magician like that, bro. Dude, where he came up with those melodies over the stuff that was being played. Oh, it's amazing. It's hard to figure out if you've never done it before, you know? Close the door, put out the light. No, I won't be home tonight. Window's hard, but don't you know? As I do my own go. Moving out, don't you know? That's a C. C major. Na 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 F na na. Oh, it's really simple. This is the path we're going on. Whatever. It's just notes. I could figure them all out. Anyway, I love you guys. I hope you enjoy listening to this amplifier. Once again, it is called the Boss Katana, and it does everything that you'll ever need. I swear this thing does everything. So I have yet to think of a song that I wanted to play that I couldn't make this thing sound almost identical to. So I'll try to find one. But until then, you guys take care. Love y'all. Peace. Hope you had fun. Because that's all this was about. Just us having fun.